Good morning, everyone. Thank you for giving me and my groupmate to present our valuation report. Today, I will explaining the introduction, photography, and limiting condition section of our report on the valuation for rating purpose of the aircraft hangar at Unikl, Miat. The subject property is an aircraft hangar located at Lot 73644 Mukim, Sungai Buloh, Petaling, Selangor, specifically within the Unikl Miat campus. This property is mainly used for aviation, education, aircraft maintenance, and operational activities. As an educational aviation facility, the hangar plays an important role in providing practical training, hands-on learning experience for students in aircraft. The purpose of the valuation is to determine both the market value and the rating value of the property. The market value refers to the estimated amount for which the property could be exchanged between a willing buyer and a willing seller in a market transition. Meanwhile, the rating value is used by local authority as a basic for property assessment and tax purpose. The valuation was conducted based on site inspection, property data analysis, Malaysian Valuation Standard, and Local Government Act 1976.
Good morning everyone. I will explain the letter of transmitter for the valuation report prepared by Hakira Valuation and Property Consultation Sdn Bhd. This letter serves as the formal communication between the valuer and the client, which is University Kuala Lumpur Malaysia Institute of Aviation Technology or Unikl Miat. It confirmed that the valuation firm has received instruction to assess the market value and rating value of the subject property, namely the Unikl aircraft hangar located on lot 73664 Mukim, Sungai Buloh, District of Petaling, Selangor. The purpose of this valuation is for rating assessment purpose. Rating valuation is important because it helps local authorities determine the assessment rates or property taxes payable by the property owner. Therefore, the valuation must be conducted accurately and in accordance with established professional standards. The letter also states that the valuation was carried out in compliance with the Local Government Act 1976 Act 171 and the Malaysia Valuation Standard. The standard ensures that the valuation process is professional, transparent, and consistent with industry requirements. Before preparing the report, the valuer conducts a physical inspection of the property and gathering relevant information related to the property and the surrounding market. Based on the inspection, the property was identified as an aircraft hangar used for aviation education, aircraft maintenance activity training program, and operational purpose within the aviation precinct in Sepang, Selangor. Furthermore, the letter explained that the full valuation report contains detailed market analysis, comparable evidence, supporting data, and valuation methodology used to determine the property value. The analysis helps ensure that the valuation reflects the property actual market condition and provide a fair and reasonable opinion of value. The letter also mentioned that the report was prepared specifically for academic purpose as part of the RES611 statutory valuation assignment requirement. Finally, the document is signed by NOORFIZA BINTI Muhammad IRFAN, a registered valuer, on behalf of Hakira Valuation and Property Consultation Sdn Bhd, confirming the professional responsibility and authenticity of the valuation report. In conclusion, this letter of transmitter formally include the valuation assignment, identify the purpose of the valuation, summarize the summarize the property being assessed and confirm that the valuation has been conducted according to professional standard and legal requirement. Thank you.
Good morning and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is QISTINA WAFI binti MUSTAKIM. So for the start, I will present to you guys about the executive summary of the valuation report. So the subject property is an aircraft hangar located at Unikl Miat, Subang, Selangor. So the hangar is mainly used for the aviation, education, aircraft maintenance and operational activities. So for the purpose of this valuation is to determine the market value and the rating value of the property. And this valuation was prepared for the Unikl Miat after an inspection and also after the investigation of the property. And the valuation also follows the Malaysian valuation standards and also the Local Government Act 1976 to ensure the report is accurate and professional. So for the next slide, I will present about the terms of reference, definitions and also the date of the valuation. This valuation was conducted by Hakira Valuation and Property Consultation Sendirian Berhad and also was appointed by the Unikl Miat, and the reporter is based on the site inspection and also the data analysis. And there are three important terms in this report, which is first is about rating is the property tax that imposed by the local authorities. Second is annual values is the estimated yearly rental value of the property, and the last one is market value is the estimated selling price between a willing buyer and the seller. So the date of inspection and the valuation was 12 May 2026, which is important because the property values can change over the time.
For the location, neighborhood and description of property, location is for location, the subject property is situated in Sungai Buloh, part of Petaling, Selangor, Malaysia to the south. The station is located on Jalan Jenderam Hulu. It is located to the southeast of Cyberjaya and Putrajaya administrative enclave. For the neighborhood, the immediate vicinity is largely made up of institutional and academic area with latitudinarian residential development and agriculture plots. The neighborhood is College Technology Timur KTT campus, Aviation Management College and various local commercial shop lot for KTT students. For the description of property, the land to be valued is a parcel of regularly shaped institutional building property, and all the main public utility and town service are contained, and the subject property comprises an aircraft hangar building specifically designed to accommodate aircraft maintenance, engineering practical session and technical aviation training.
So for the next slide, I will present about the subject of valuation and particulars of the title. So the subject property is an aircraft hangar located in Mukim Sungai Buloh, Selangor, and it is considered as a special purpose property because it is specifically designed for the aviation activities, and the property is located at Hangar Unikl Miat Subang with a leasehold tenure and the institutional land use. So for the property is owned by the University Kuala Lumpur, or we can call it also as a Unikl, and is used for the aviation training and aircraft engineering activities. It is also has important features such as a large span structure, high ceiling, clearance, maintenance workshop, storage areas, and also aircraft access facility that support teaching and training activities.
The next part is basis of valuation, method of valuation, and opinion of value. So for the basis of valuation, we are using market value as amount that estimate property that should be sold. And second is method of valuation, that are the process of determining price which buyer and seller will agree. And the third basis of valuation is annual value of the subject property that estimated by gross annual rent. So method of valuation, these subject property are determined by using the cost method. It ensures that we calculate the current cost of constructing with equivalent utility. And the data that we collected from JUBM, which is Building Construction Cost, and Arcadis Construction Cost Handbook. These are to determine the depreciation are deducted by apply overall condition around surrounding building. So for opinion of value, we estimate that the current replacement cost of the building and depreciation of the hangar. The depreciating building value of the subject property aircraft hangar is amount RM 2,809,296. So this valuation made on behalf of Malaysian Institute of Aviation Technology, University of Kuala Lumpur, Unikl Miat. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Moving on to the photography section, the photography included in the report were taken during our site inspection. This photography provide visual evidence of the subject property and help support our observation during the valuation process. From the photographies, we can observe the overall condition and physical characteristic of the aircraft hangar, designed as a large span structure with the aircraft maintenance and training activities. The photography also show the surrounding environment, access point, workshop areas, storage facility, and operational space within the property. Images are important because they allow us to assess the property condition, functionality, and suitability for its current use. The photography also serves as supporting documentation to ensure that our valuation findings are based on actual site observation and not secondary information. Lastly, I would like to explain the limiting condition of this valuation report. First, this report was prepared specifically for Unikl Miat and is intended for academic purpose under the RES611 statutory valuation assignment. Therefore, it should not be used for any other purpose without proper authorities. Secondly, the inspection conduct was limited to a visual assessment only, not detailed structure investigation or technical testing of the building component and services were carried out. Furthermore, no investigation was undertaken regarding environmental contamination, other hidden defect that may affect the property. In addition, the title information was obtained from available record and its legal validity was not independently verified. Finally, the assessed value is valid only as 12 May 2026 and may change due to future market condition and other influencing factors. Okay, that's all for my part. Thank you for your attention. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Moving on to the location plan, the subject property under valuation is the Unikl Miat aircraft hangar located in Subang, Selangor. The location is a key factor in determining valuation report for our rating purpose. Next, this is the layout plan for the hangar that has been selected originally. There were 3 hangar options, but we have decided to choose only one of the 3 hangar based on the suitability and needs of the project. Based on the I-plan, the location and lot number of the selected aircraft hangar are at Hangar Unikl Miat SZB, lot number 73644, Mukim Sungai Buloh, District of Petaling, Selangor. Next, the evidence of value for the Unikl Miat aircraft hangar, which has assessed using the cost method, as the property is a specialist building which limited marketing comparable. The aircraft hangar has a gross floor area of 13,500 square feet, which an adult construction cost of 2,800 ringgit per square foot. Based on this, the total new construction or building cost is 3,511,620 ringgit and 0 cent. And allowance for depreciation was made to reflect the age and economic life of the building. After depreciation, the final estimate building value is 2,809,296 ringgit and 0 cent as at the date of valuation. It should be noted that this valuation only consider the building value. The land value was excluded to the unavailability of land-related information. As a result, the market value of the property could not be determined, and the valuation outcome represent building value only, not inclusive of land. In conclusion, the Unikl Miat aircraft hangar is a specialist property that serves as a key facility for flight training, aircraft maintenance and technical education within an established aviation environment. The valuation was carried out using the cost method as it the most suitable approach for specialist properties which limited market comparable. As of May 2026, the estimate building value is RM2,809,296 ringgit and 0 cent, reflecting the good physical condition, high level of utilization and continued functional relevant for institutional use. That's all from us. Thank you. I think that's all from our group, and thank you.